Hi, I'm James from Racesafe, and with the help of Laura Collett, we're going to show you how to fit a Racesafe Vent 3 body protector. Okay, so the first step is to find the correct size that fits snugly around the chest and waist within the range of adjustment. Firstly, it's important that it's just being fitted over the top of a light layer. Stockists will either choose a starting size to try from experience, or they will take a chest measurement around the fullest part of the chest. It's worth bearing in mind that body protectors can fit larger than the chest range within the size chart would suggest, particularly for ladies. So as a general rule, if you take a chest measurement and it's within the bottom half of the range indicated on the size chart, we tend to start with the size smaller to begin with. So that gives us the adult extra small to try on Laura. The chest and waist adjustment on the Vent comes from this new elasticated system. The advantage of that is it's very easy to adjust, but also it creates this extra flex for movement and for comfort. There's a physical restraint on either side which limits over adjustment, so any adjustment you can do on both sides is perfectly safe. If we adjust this on Laura, on both sides, you can see that we can achieve a snug fit before we reach minimum adjustment. How's it feel? Obviously, if we'd reached the tightest adjustment and it was still loose or looked bulky anywhere, we'd have tried the size down. The next area to check for fit is the body length. This relates to the over-the-shoulder measurement within the size chart. If you want to measure to get an indication of size, you can do from the waist at the front, the natural tipping point below the ribs, up over the shoulder and down to the corresponding point at the back. As one of the main areas of protection, we want to ensure that this bottom row of foam covers your bottom rib and provides you that protection. Laura, if you just have a feel to see if that does cover your bottom rib. Good. If it was too short and didn't provide that coverage, we've got two options. For some sizes within the range, there are a tall fit option, which gives you an extra row on the front to lengthen the body. If there wasn't a tall fit for that size, or if a whole extra row on the front would actually make the body too long, then there's a made-to-measure alteration available where we add an angled or tapered row to the front, which we can do easily to any size. But also, we don't want the body to be too long, as that will restrict movement, but also commonly what it will do is it will cause the body protector to sit on the hips at the side, pushing it up and up off the shoulders. If that is the case, that can normally be easily rectified with one of the made-to-measure alterations, where we can angle or taper that bottom row at the front just to shorten the body slightly, which lifts it off the hips and helps the whole body to sit down and creates a nice neat finish over the shoulder. So the final area to check for fit is the back length. For each size, there are 4 different back length options with an inch between each one. If you want to measure to get an indication of size, measure from the C7 vertebrae, which is the prominent one at the base of your neck, down to where it should finish at the bottom. The correct back length is a balance between lower back protection, but also a length that allows you a full range of movement within the saddle without it catching the back. The exact length will vary from rider to rider, depending on factors such as the depth of their saddle seat and their discipline. For example, Laura, who's going to be dropping into the water at badminton, may prefer something a little shorter and a bigger range of movement than somebody who's predominantly hacking. But as a general rule of thumb, if you're sitting in the saddle seat, we like to see sort of approximately 4 fingers between the bottom of the body protector and the seat of the saddle. So as we've shown, we've got a body protector that fits Laura really nicely. It provides all the correct coverage, it's comfortable, it's flexible, and it allows for a full range of movement in the saddle. Using the extensive size range and the made-to-measure alterations where required, we at Racesafe can provide that fit for every rider, regardless of age, size or shape.